Okay, yesterday was very cold at the Old Car Festival 2024, and this is the second and final day, and it's absolutely beautiful out here. I just wanted to show you guys this Mustang that's always sitting here out in front of the Henry Ford Museum when the Old Car Festival is going on. Dearborn Police, established 1929. They use this car for special occasions like this. I just think it's really cool. It sounds good. Every now and then you see them driving it around. One team, one mission, one Dearborn. Don't see very many police cars like that. It is an automatic. I assume it's a 4.6. I believe that's what one of the officers told me. So, let's get in here and see what's going on today. Josephine F. Ford Plaza. That's Henry Ford's only granddaughter. Getting checked in with our membership up here.
Wow. We can't read.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
Now we'll go over here and get our armbands so you can ride the trains and everything all day long with the membership. Train's getting ready to take off. We're running a different one today. This is one of 3 reproduction quadricycles that was made in 1963. Replicas of Henry Ford's original car that he made. And they're going to start it up. And they're going to take it up here through the pass and review. It's pretty cool. There's this one, and there's one over here in the Bagley thing that I showed you yesterday. And there's one at Ford World headquarters. How cool is that?
First and functional practical automobile, and that's what the quadricycle
1896.
was. You can see how it gets its name. There really is a lot of direct bicycle technology in this vehicle, from the 4 bicycle tires to the chain drive, and Goon's operating what really is your only 2 controls on this vehicle. You have the tiller for steering there, and then you have the combination clutch and throttle lever there. You push that forward, it tightens up the bell and the belt feather and gets you rolling forward or backward.
No brakes, I don't believe.
Quadricycle was a brake.
Yep,
but
no
it
brakes.
only went all of 10, perhaps 15 miles an hour, so dragging his shoe along the tire was generally sufficient to slow him down, bring him to a stop. But June 4th, 1896, when Henry took the quadricycle out for the first drive, and he only held on to it for 6 or 8 months before he sold it, and then went on to put the money into his second automobile, like any good innovator. But fascinating, and of course the original survives over in the museum, and it's rare to see an experimental vehicle from this era, particularly an American one, that still survives today.
Yeah, indeed, and as Matt said, you see a lot of the bicycle technology coming through on this. Of course, a buggy seat coming from those horse-drawn carriages that we just saw go through. And interestingly, at this period too, a lot of technology was being shared via magazines and different publications, and that's where Henry actually learned about this internal combustion engine that powers the quadricycle, actually known as a Kane-Pennington engine, and a 2-cylinder, originally an air-cooled engine design. When it was published, Henry decided that he wanted to modify that and create a water-cooled engine, which he did do, not the most effectively. He learned a lot from building this car, including cooling of the internal combustion engine. And you see those two, what appear to be light bulbs there on the engine. Many people think that is what they are, maybe turn signals or something. It is not. Those are actually the lubrication system. Those are Detroit lubricators, and those drip oil onto the cylinders as the engine is running and throws oil all over the place, hence the reason Goon is wearing a protective jacket over his wonderful red shirt that we are wearing this weekend. Because oil does go everywhere. It is what we call a total loss system.
Yeah, the man at the controls there, Goon Win from our own conservation department. As he pulls away, you might see him rub his shoe on the tire to slow down. Goon likes to put his soul into his work, so. Thank you very much, Goon.
Matt will do another show at 2. Please tip your servers.
That's really cool.
General Motors. So we have a wonderful collection of Chrysler automobiles on display over in Central Market, including this one.
And we're looking at number 605 here, a 1931 Chrysler Roadster. And this is brought to us by Gary Gray of somewhere in Ohio, I forgot. Mount Vernon, Ohio.
Yeah, so 1931 Chrysler CM6 Roadster, yellow and black, obviously as you can see, with some beautiful orange pinstriping on the rims. And of course, this version
I believe that was an electric car, or maybe a Detroit electric car. I'll take you guys through the roundhouse. Built here in 2000, and it has a lot of the structural elements from the roundhouse in Marshall, Michigan. I have some other videos on my YouTube channel if you go down the list and watching them spin the train around and fill it with water and coal and stuff like that, but let's get in here and check this place out. Actually, here comes the Edison by right now. And there is Fairlane, Henry Ford's personal rail car sitting over there. That's in and out of the museum. I don't know why they move it in and out. We can actually walk around here and go up above and look down. And I believe you can still actually even go underneath one of the steam engines. Alright, let's go upstairs and look down from above. That is a Plymouth train over there that we would see from time to time on Henry Ford's Innovation Nation. There is Jacob down there doing something. You still see all the cars running around out there. We'll wait for this crowd to clear it over here a little bit, and we'll go over and look at that one. This is actually a photo of the original roundhouse in Marshall, Michigan. There's a glare, you can't really see it too well, but a lot of pieces from this roundhouse in the photo were built into this one, so it's pretty cool. I just love all the authenticity up here, all the history. Oh, there goes a Model A. There's Henry Ford on the old number 7. You'll see videos of those trains on my channel as well. And we'll see if we can get down here and go underneath this train and check it out. There's where they filled it full of coal, I would say, for the boiler. Okay. I don't know how many tons this is supporting. Well, let's go down here and look underneath it. I honestly can't say that I really know what I'm looking at. But it just amazes me with the things that they could do back then. How much maintenance this would require to keep all this stuff greased. It's just crazy. All right, guys, Haggerty Insurance is going to take us a ride in a 1930 Studebaker.
It's gonna be warm back here.
It's just a little toasty. You can brace yourself to the roof as well. Oh, yeah, right under the home. There you go. Perfect. Now one's for you.
Thank you. Look at the wood.
If I get hung in here, you're gonna have to feed me.
We got a crane to get you out if all else fails.
This thing looks really original.
It is restored. It was done in the early 2000s by a gentleman here in Michigan.
Huh.
It was a home restoration, and he did a really good job.
Yeah, he did. Does this car belong to Haggerty now?
It does, yes. Yeah, we've owned it 5 or 6 years now. All right, this is the roughest part of the ride for you. Coming down off of this curb. Still not too shabby.
No. A clock in the mirror.
And vacuum operated windshield wipers.
Vacuum. One for each side.
One for each side.
What's your name?
Kyle.
Kyle.
So I heard you here. So this is all painted steel.
Yeah, I knew they did something like that. Some kind of wood painting. Doesn't seem to me like there's near as many cars running around as there was last year, but they say they're at full capacity and hadn't shut people off.
They have 733 cars this year.
733.
Was what a couple folks were telling me. And they expect 20,000 attendees.
20,000. Somebody told me 30, so they were off.
Can't believe how quiet it
It's a sweetheart of a
Yeah,
motor.
Dad said he can't believe how quiet it
is.
is.
Real tight.
Yeah. Yep. And it's so this is a straight 8.
It's a straight 8.
Straight 8.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Which were actually, they were faster than
It's
Yeah.
smooth.
This is a very powerful car. This is 80 horse, is what they rated it at, which I think they were a little optimistic with that, but neither here nor there. Even if it's 60, that's still 50% over a Model A Ford at the time. So
Wow.
you're doing pretty good.
they were flathead. We were off the road.
Yeah. This one, I've done 55 in this car, 55
Wow.
mile an hour,
Wow.
and it's got more in it, but you're not going to find me doing it. So
Yeah.
to each their own.
How long you been with Haggerty?
Been with Haggerty 11 years now.
11 years.
Still enjoying it, still having fun.
I've got 8 vehicles insured with you guys.
Very nice. Which is your favorite?
Oh, I can't say.
Always try and get people to pick a favorite kid.
Yeah. My favorite one is the one that I'm driving at the time, I guess.
That's a fair way to do it.
Through the Ackley Bridge we go. This bridge takes a lot of traffic.
It really does. And normally when they're doing the Model T rides through Greenfield Village, they don't use the bridge.
Right. Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do. Huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. I don't remember what that is that every now and then they'll take you through there. Yeah, you shocked me when you said it was a straight 8. I didn't see that coming.
I mean, that's that big torque. We're right off idle in second gear. You
Yeah.
just slowly roll into the throttle. and
So is it a
right through.
3 or a 4?
This is 3-speed,
3-speed.
non-synchro straight cut. So it's double clutch all the way up and down. But it's not a real heavy flywheel. It's really not that difficult to do comparatively.
Huh.
We got a race on our hands.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got some pep.
It does all right.
So does this? Oh yeah, this back window just rolls down, huh? It's got a crank down here.
This is by far my favorite thing to do with the car, though. That's third gear idle. It'll do this all day.
Idle in third gear.
Bump the hand throttle up to maybe 5–10%. Right there.
That sounds more efficient, doesn't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
most of them is high.
Right.
Yeah, we'd be anything else you'd be jerking.
We did this all day yesterday. The motor ran cold.
Wow. Well, it was cold yesterday.
It was cool. It was cool, but I figured driving around in slow speed,
Yep.
low water pump speed all day would have caught up with it eventually, but
Yeah.
not quite.
Uh-oh. What's all on the steering wheel here?
Yep, so you have your timing advance, your spark advance here,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a throttle
All right.
connected to the same as the pedal. And then you have park lights, off, dim, and bright lights.
I'll be dang. So the throttle controls the same one as down here.
Correct. It's connected to the
Wow.
same linkage. So
Wonder
you
why
can
they
your
use
foot
both.
or hand. You know, I'm genuinely not sure. I enjoy it in slow speed or use it as kind of a small cruise control. And it does help occasionally in an uphill start.
Really?
You can bring the idle up on it and bring the clutch and still have your foot on the brake.
Wow.
So it allows you to just pull away from anything you want real easily. And starting. You have both hands, both feet going since you have a starter button instead of a key ignition.
Right.
How long can we ride in here? I got a couple hours.
I figured you were going to strand yourself back there just to have fun. It's a great way to see the show, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
Well, ride in 2 hours.
They raised us in a convertible, so
Oh, very nice.
they're used to that open air.
Yeah.
There's Dan and Roseanne. You got a collector car of your own?
Yes, I've got a 30 Model A Ford and a 65 Chevy Corvette.
I'll be dang.
Try and keep it interesting.
Mine are all Fords, Mercurys, and Lincolns.
Hey, I've got a soft spot for Mercury. Just never, when I had the money in my hand, I never found one I needed.
Yeah. People that don't come up here just couldn't understand it, could they? I would like to get on an open road on this thing and see what it did.
It's a sweetheart. We've done a little over 120 miles.
Just around here?
Just around Greenfield Village the last couple days.
Wow.
And on Thursday I did about 60, 70 miles with a coworker who's writing a story for our magazine on this car and cars of this era.
That's pretty awesome.
All right, second roughest part of the trip right here.
Hops right over it.
Not a problem.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Sure.
Figured I ought to probably give you guys a little bit of a better look at this 1930 Studebaker.
Reading your articles.
got the big 8 right there in front of the grill. Just can't believe how smooth and quiet that thing was.
We can do 2 in the rumble seat and 1 inside.
Do you want to ride in one of these old cars? I'm at the Edison building. I'm pretty close.
I don't know how they keep this from getting all marked up, people climbing in and out of it. Really a great car. This is a replica of the 1901 Ford Sweepstakes race car that Henry Ford won his race in, that got everybody backing him. It's one of 3 reproduced in 2001. This guy here was the head honcho behind reproducing them. This thing will run 80 miles an hour.
Driving position there is Glenn Miller, and of course we've seen Goon come through on the quadricycle earlier, but just a fantastic car to have out here for the racing demonstration.
Yeah, and Goon maybe you kind of the racing demonstration of Spider Huff's riding techniques. So there's handholds there, look like whirlpools that he'd hold on to, stand on the running board, and then he really help operate the car, controlling some of those oilers up under control. So as brave as Henry was, I got to say Spider was braver still.
Indeed.
Thanks very much, Glenn. Thanks, Goon, for all you've done this weekend.
Looks like we are going to wrap up this year's Old Car Festival. I hope you guys have enjoyed what little bit I've been able to show you. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you very much for watching.